welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for this week's video. It's only going to be one meal, but it is a 1950s spaghetti and meatballs meal. I'm so excited for y'all to try this. I really want to try starting like sharing vintage recipes with you guys, only because I have a 1936 Better Homes and Garden cookbook that I found in an antique store, which got me set off on this, like, I want to do these vintage recipes. So I also follow this YouTuber named Sage Lilyman, and she has all things vintage on her page, and I found this recipe and I thought this would be a good starting point. So let me know what you guys think about this. Let's get started. I have a couple of tablespoons of olive oil that I've already heated up in the bottom of my Dutch oven, and I'm just gonna add in my chopped up diced onion, and I'm gonna saute this around until it's soft and translucent. Once that is done, I'm gonna add two 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes with the juices in my pot, and I'm also gonna add two 6-ounce cans of tomato paste. Now I'm going to go in with about a tablespoon of white granulated sugar, about a teaspoon or so of salt, and roughly about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Next, we're going to add in 2 cups of water. Now we want to give this a good stir, mix all that tomato paste really well, add our bay leaf in, cover it, and let it simmer for an hour. While we have the spaghetti sauce simmering on the stove, we're going to get started on the meatball mixture. In my bowl, I already have 1 pound of lean ground beef. I've added 2 large eggs, a bunch of fresh chopped parsley, 2 minced garlic cloves, and I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Next, we're going to add in a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs. And last, we're going to add in a half a cup of milk. Now we're going to get in there and give this all a really good mix. If you have to use your hands, so be it. If you want to use a spoon, totally up to you. Once the mixture is combined really well, go ahead and grab a tablespoon that you eat with and just get a scoop of meat and roll it out into like size meatballs. I believe this mixture made us roughly 20 to 22. once all the meatballs are rolled out, you want to take this over to the stove. We're going to heat up a large cast iron skillet. If you don't have cast iron, it's totally fine. But we're going to put a little bit of oil down in the bottom of it, and we are going to brown our meatballs. We are not looking to cook these all the way through because they are going to get added to the sauce. But we just want to get a nice sear on each side of the meatball. By the time the meatballs are done, you should have roughly about 20 to 25 minutes left on your sauce. At this point, go ahead and open it up, give it a good stir, and then we're going to add our meatballs directly into the sauce. Put the lid back on and let it finish cooking for the remainder of the time. It'll cook the meatballs, it'll cook the sauce, and all the flavors will marry together nicely. While the meatballs and sauce are finishing up, we're going to go ahead and bring a pot of water to a boil. We're going to salt that like the ocean, and we're going to add in a pound of spaghetti. I did not break mine so it would fit in the pot better. I just wanted it to be all nice and long and pretty, and also I always just make a mess whenever I break spaghetti. But we're going to cook this until it's al dente, and then we're going to drain it, and then it'll be time to serve everything. The spaghetti's done and drained. I've put it back in the hot pot to absorb any water that's left. Our sauce and our meatballs are completely done, and look how pretty that is. And if y'all could smell this, oh my goodness. Now it's time to plate it up. But do make sure you remove your bay leaf before you serve this. I've just put a generous portion of spaghetti on here, and then we're going to do about 3 to 4 meatballs per person and cover this in sauce and top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. If you like, we do. Totally up to you. And then it is done. I just garnished mine with a little bit of fresh parsley. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Either way, I really hope you guys give this meal a try. It is so good, so simple, and I promise you it tastes 10 times better than anything that you're gonna get in the store. All right, let me know if y'all like these kind of videos. Leave it down in the comments, and I'll see you on our next video.